It may be a controversial take, but we gonna say it anyway. We gonna say it anyway. Yeah, nah, we gonna talk about it anyway. We gonna have a little conversation, man. We gonna have a little conversation. I tell you that right now. But guess what? I'm here. Yeah. YouTube, what up? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Watts, and I'm Watts. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's mental health is good. I hope everybody's physical health is good. I hope everybody's having a great week. Me, work has been cooking me these last 2 days, and it's going to keep cooking me up until Friday, but it's all good. It's all good. It's time for me to get in my bag and do what I need to do, which is present this content to you. Now, Monday Night Raw was anything but epic, but you let Triple H sell it. It was life changing. It was monumental. It was a new regime. It was a new era. We hear the same thing all the time, and it becomes less valuable each time that he says it, to a point where this shirt that I'm wearing has more value than what Triple H is saying. Well, I'm wearing a hoodie, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. But one thing that I could take away from last night's Monday Night Raw was that Solo Sikoa versus Gunther match for the Last Time Is Now tournament that took place. Now, to me, and to everybody else that has eyes and know wrestling, because like I said, I don't watch full Monday Night Raws anymore, because what's the point? I can find out exactly what the hell happened and not miss a beat. But that's neither here nor there. What I wanted to talk about was the fact that Solo Sikoa and Gunther put on to me, a 4.5 star match. That match had everything that was necessary for it to be a really good match. And to me, and to everybody else that has eyes and know wrestling, know that this is Solo Sikoa's best offering since getting to the main roster. Now, if you do the math, Solo Sikoa has been on the main roster since 2022 when he interfered in Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle. Now, for some people, this is a controversial take. For others that know ball and know exactly what I'm talking about and know exactly what I'm about to get into, know exactly what I'm about to get into. But hey, I'ma say it anyway. Solo Sikoa never needed the bloodline. I'ma say it 2 more times because I don't know if people are hearing me for real. Solo Sikoa never needed the bloodline. I'ma say it 1 more time. Solo Sikoa never needed the bloodline to succeed and get over in the WWE, and I'm willing to live and die by that. I'm willing to die on that hill every single time. And I'm gonna tell you why. When he first came to the WWE and he was on NXT, he had a nice thing going on. Some people might remember, some people might not, because some people was not tuned into NXT at that time. But let me jog your memory real quick. The street champion, the street champion of the island, Solo Sikoa. This dude didn't play with nobody. It was one thing: get in the ring, beat people up, and win championships. And I liked it. It worked for him. To be honest, if we're being real, he is probably the most put together Uso out of all three of them that's in the WWE right now. And that's real facts. He takes his job serious. He could do a little bit of everything in the ring. Anything that Jimmy and Jay Uso could do in the ring, he can do. And he's a little bit more smoother in the ring and a lot more natural when it comes to talking. A lot more natural and took to the sport a lot quicker than Jimmy and Jay Uso did. And I watched Jimmy and Jay Uso for years when they first got in and they first started, having the NXT matches. They was on Monday Night Raw facing the Hart Dynasty and stuff like that. I remember all of that. So I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, Solo Sikoa would have been fine without joining the Bloodline. If anything, he should have been the one that goes against the Bloodline. Real spill. And due to the Bloodline and how prominent the story was in the first place, I feel like that plagued Solo Sikoa's main roster career with mediocrity. Yes, he beat John Cena clean, or as clean as could be. And yes, he did win the United States Championship this year, but to me, that was for the fruits of his labor for carrying the bloodline when Roman Reigns wasn't there anymore. You know what I'm saying? But he would have been fine regardless, because that street champion gimmick that he had, for me, it just felt different. You know, it was fresh, it was exciting. And then he just came to the bloodline, or joined the bloodline, and he was just the enforcer. So it kind of negates everything that he was building in NXT. And yes, he did come back for a brief moment and won the North American Championship from Carmelo Hayes, but he had to relinquish the title because it wasn't a scheduled match or something like that. But he had the I Got Next. He was having good matches with the likes of I forgot the dude that has the list that was talking about Come Tuesday. I forgot his name. But he was having good matches with guys like him. He had a good match with Gunther too. He had a really good match with Gunther in NXT. A lot of people don't remember that because Gunther's stint in NXT was not that long, but he had good matches with him. He had good matches with the likes of Carmelo Hayes. He was in the ladder match at Stand and Deliver, and he showed out. So, if anything, I feel like as much as we know Solo Sikoa for being the enforcer of the bloodline, it kind of hurt him being a solo act, no pun intended. And it's even in his name, Solo Sikoa, which means when he finally got to the main roster, he could have been confronted by the bloodline and said, nah, I don't want to run with y'all. I'm going to do my own thing. And then they try to force him to join the bloodline, and he could have been the only one in the family to go head on against the bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Form a little team and stuff like that, because what he's doing right now, it's not it. They need to get him away from the MFTs, man. Because I'm going to be real. I'm going to run down the people on the MFTs, because real spill, people, like anybody more than like 4 people in a faction or a stable, to me, it doesn't even make sense for real. But let's look at this. Tongaloa, trash. Tala Tonga, Dookie, trash. Jeff Cobb, I like Jeff Cobb. I like what he was doing before he got to WWE as well. And yes, you should go to WWE and get a big payday if you're in talks with them. If they're looking at you and they want to sign you, yes, you should come to the WWE. But I feel like he's really very much out of place in the WWE. And I feel like his ceiling at most would be a mid-card title, but more than likely, he's probably just going to be a tag team champion. But no disrespect to Jeff Cobb, because he's nice. The only one on that team that I feel like is actually serviceable in other situations in other ways is Tama Tonga. That's going to get him over in the WWE. He's going to be all right. But to me, just ban the whole team, man. Just ban the whole team via the draft or something like that. That's another thing. I thought he was going to have a draft. We didn't. Man, it's whatever, though. It's whatever. I'm not even going to keep talking about it. But think about it. Solo Sikoa had so much potential. He still does, because he's a fairly young guy. You know what I'm saying? He's like 33, 32, something like that. So he's going to be all right. Plus, he's a part of the NOI Fatu family, so he will be fine. But I just feel like they're wasting this man's potential by having him run with the MFTs. Like what I just now seen, and also turn him face. Solo Sikoa needs to be a babyface. We've never got to see Solo Sikoa as a babyface on the main roster. I feel like he would bring a certain energy to that main roster and as a babyface that we haven't seen in a very long time. So if you ask me, yeah, let's turn him face. Let's do an angle where Tama Tonga takes over the MFTs and they turn on him. That would be some fly shit, man. Real spill. Because, like I said, Solo Sikoa should have probably been the one to beat Roman Reigns for that championship. And then, on top of that, we still could have gotten The Rock versus Roman. I have a lot of, feelings about Cody Rhodes in general that I'll talk about on a later date. But if we're being honest right now, bro, right the fuck now, Solo Sikoa should have never been in the bloodline, and I feel like he would be better off right now. He'd be on the main roster. He'd probably be a 3-time United States champion. He could have teamed up with somebody and won the tag team titles. I feel like the opportunities would have been endless, but I guess we'll never know. Now all we have right now is whatever's in the future. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think that the bloodline helped or hurt Solo Sikoa? Yes, running with Roman, it was cool, you know. But I feel like he would have been able to figure it out of all of them. I feel like he would have been able to figure it out without the bloodline. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.